Hi, thanks for watching. My name is Donald Barrett.
And I'm Danica Quinn.
And we're here in the studio today with the best-selling author of the brand new book, Train Your Brain for Success. His name is Roger Sipe. He's been a memory expert and trainer to thousands of people all around the country and the world. And we're glad to have you in the studio today.
Thank you so much for having me here, Donald.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
My pleasure.
Tell us about your brand new book, Train Your Brain for Success.
Yeah, we're super excited about it. We set out to create the most unforgettable book that a person will ever read on success.
How is it unforgettable?
Well, that's one of the neat things about it is there's a lot of books that have been written on success. You guys know this. I know you well enough to know that you both have read a lot of the books on success. There's a few books that have been written on how to learn, remember, and absorb information more quickly. My company has taught workshops like that for the last 15 years. What we've found is that there's never been a book that has really addressed the complete package of both how people learn and then how they go on to break records in their life.
Roger, success means so many different things to so many different people.
Yes.
What does success mean to you, and how does it apply when someone reads this book?
What a great question.
Yeah, fantastic.
Earl Nightingale defined success as the progressive realization of a worthy ideal, meaning that it's about having goals and having things that you want to achieve, but then it's not really about their achievement, it's about the journey. I really subscribe to that philosophy. How it applies here is that the book is basically structured to incorporate three things. Number one is it starts off by addressing what we've found to be your learning foundations. How we learn anything is so central to our ability to succeed and achieve and make our dreams come true. And there's two things that I consider to be a person's learning foundations. One of them is what we call your instant recall memory. You've done some shows with my friends of mine about memory and with myself as well. I mean, if you can't remember what you read or can't remember the knowledge that you gain, it doesn't do you any good, right? You can get the best technique and the best training in the world, but if you can't remember it, it's not going to help you in any way. The second thing that we went after is literally a person's reading ability itself. We've learned over the years that most Americans, most adults, read the exact same way and with the exact same results as the average sixth grader.
What?
This is not a hack on anybody. It's because we never get any training in reading. I mean, think back to when you were in school. The last time that you probably received any training in how to read effectively, probably somewhere around sixth grade. Does that sound right?
Actually, it does. You too?
Not so much.
If you,
Just you.
You may have, well, listen, I get a lot of people who are like, no, I had reading class when I was in 8th grade or 9th grade.
Right.
But you weren't actually being instructed in how to read.
That's true. That's
right?
True.
You were reading and talking about it, but you weren't receiving any training in physically how to interact with a book in the most efficient manner possible.
Right, right.
So what we've seen in our workshops and with the techniques that people learn in Train Your Brain for Success, not only do they improve their recall significantly, we've seen people boost their reading speed double, triple, sometimes even quadruple, literally in a matter of just doing what's covered in a couple of chapters in this book.
So it's a speed reading? Can people learn how to...
People do learn how to read faster, but it's not speed reading. I don't think people are super interested in reading faster without being able to retain what they read.
Comprehend.
When I talk about people tripling, quadrupling their reading speed, I'm talking about doing that with the same or better level of retention or comprehension as they had in the beginning. It's really an amazing skill when you can take an adult or a student and give them the ability to go through a book as fast or as slow as they want to and really get the most that they can out of it. And then the second half of the book, I should say the second 2/3 of Train Your Brain for Success, is really designed to help people learn specific techniques. There's dozens, maybe even hundreds of ideas in the book, depending on how you look at it, about how a person can literally create what we call a record-breaking life. And I think everybody wants to break records. Everybody wants to be more, do more, have more. People want to make more money than they ever have before. They want to be in the best physical shape that they've ever been in. They want to take their net worth to the highest level it's ever been. They want their relationships to be more exciting and more deep and more passionate than they've ever been before. And we know that there's 4 specific things that will create a record-breaking life. People need to have energizing goals. People need to be brilliant with the basics. People need to be what I call fully present and understand how to use time in the manner that it's supposed to be used. And then people need to learn how to take aggressive care of their thoughts. Our thoughts and our mind just create so much of our reality in so many different ways. So people that read the book will come out of it with specific strategies and techniques on how to do that.
Roger, any last thoughts? We only have a couple minutes left.
Yeah, I do have one specific thought. It's not about so much me as an author or what the pages say in the book. It's the results that people get. The thing that comes to my mind is a conversation that I literally had today, just this morning before we got on the set here. It's one of my clients, is a guy named Pat Ford in Wisconsin. And he's in the water treatment business. He runs a nationwide network of distributors. He was talking with one of his distributors who was talking with him and saying, the question that he asked Pat was, man, I just feel like I'm spinning my wheels. Have you ever had that feeling?
Oh, yeah, like you're a hamster on a wheel.
You're
Just,
working,
yeah.
but not getting anywhere. And that's a desperate, scary feeling when that goes on for too long. Well, Pat's a client of mine. He's one of our best students, and he's learned a lot and applied a lot of what's now in this book. And his answer to the question was, he goes, listen, Kevin, to tell you the truth, I know exactly how you feel because I used to spin my wheels. I never spin my wheels anymore. I don't spin my wheels. I don't multitask. I'm not thinking about one thing while doing another thing. I'm able to be present and I just get things done. And that's made all the difference, not just in my business, but in my marriage. When people read Train Your Brain for Success, more importantly, when they do what's in the book, their life gets better immediately and stays that way. We're really, really proud of it.
Now, is it available in bookstores?
It's available in bookstores. It's available on every major book-selling website. It's available on our website. And I'll tell you one of the neatest things about this, and this is when I say it's the most unforgettable book you'll ever read on success, is it's the very first book that's been what we call memory optimized. This is something that's never been done before with the book.
So it's groundbreaking.
It literally is.
What is memory optimized?
Memory optimized means that every single chapter in the book is supported by our website at planetfreedom.com. At the end of a chapter, I mean, a lot of books will say, oh, for some bonuses, do this, or some questions at the end. Well, what we've literally done is taken every chapter of the book, taken the memory training techniques that we teach all over the globe, and specifically applied them so that people can remember and develop instant permanent recall of the main ideas, concepts, and strategies in every single chapter. So it's literally like they'll be getting personally trained through the book by me on all the techniques in it.
That's
it's pretty
really
cool.
neat.
It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun, and it's never been done before.
Well, Roger, I want to thank you for sharing it with us.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you.
me here.
Okay, my name is Donald Barrett,
And I'm Danica Quinn.
and we'll see you next time. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks.